There are moments in life when everything seems to move too slowly, when the dreams you carry in your heart feel like distant stars that refuse to draw closer. In these moments, many give up, thinking the delay is a sign to abandon the path. But Benjamin Franklin once reminded us that energy and persistence conquer all things. What he was truly pointing to was the secret power of patience, the art of holding firm while time does its quiet work. Without patience, no great achievement can survive the test of life. Imagine planting a seed in fertile soil. You water it, give it sunlight, and care for it. But no matter how eager you are, the plant will not bear fruit overnight. Abraham Lincoln lived this truth when he lost elections again and again before becoming president. He understood that the seed of leadership needed time to grow, and every defeat was just rain nourishing his roots. That is patience in action, waiting without despair, standing tall without surrender. Patience is not simply about waiting. It is about waiting with trust. Franklin believed that time was the most precious currency a person could ever spend, and he treated each day as a chance to build something lasting. To rush through life is to waste the currency of time with nothing to show for it. But to be patient is to invest wisely, to place faith in the unseen harvest. Your life, too, is a field waiting for its season of abundance. How many times have you been frustrated because the results didn't come fast enough? Maybe you worked tirelessly, but the recognition never arrived. Maybe you gave your heart to a dream, but doors seemed locked. Lincoln knew that feeling well. He faced ridicule, criticism, and failure, yet he kept walking forward. His patience was not weakness. It was a quiet strength that turned obstacles into stepping stones. His story whispers to you today, do not give up just because it takes time. Patience allows you to breathe in the middle of storms. It tells you that even when the clouds gather, the sun has not disappeared. It is only hidden. That is what patience gives you, the wisdom to see value even in the waiting, to treat delays as teachers instead of enemies. In your own journey, you may find yourself standing at the edge of discouragement. Your mind may scream for shortcuts. Your heart may ache for quicker victories. Yet remember, patience is not passive. It is active faith. Lincoln's patience during the Civil War was not just about waiting for peace. It was about guiding a nation through unbearable pain until peace could be born. He knew that rushing decisions could break everything apart. Patience gave him the strength to hold a divided country together. Think about your relationships. How often do arguments spark because patience runs thin? Franklin often spoke about the importance of keeping one's temper, reminding us that anger rarely builds, but patience always repairs. When you choose patience with others, you choose love over pride. You give space for healing, for understanding, for growth. The strongest families and friendships are not built on perfection, but on patience that allows imperfection to be embraced. Your dreams require the same patience. Imagine how Lincoln must have felt after so many defeats at the ballot box. He could have quit, turned bitter, and declared himself unworthy of leadership. Yet patience kept him moving, reminding him that every setback was a lesson, shaping him into the leader the world would one day need. His story teaches you that your delays are not denials. They are preparations. Patience also protects you from self-destruction. Franklin was a man of habits, and he recorded his virtues daily, striving to improve one small step at a time. He knew that rushing into change often leads to collapse, but steady patience builds lasting transformation. If you want to change your life, do not demand overnight miracles. Instead, walk with patience, allowing each day to compound into greatness. This is how Franklin built his wisdom brick by brick. Perhaps right now you feel trapped, as though life is punishing you with endless waiting. But what if the waiting itself is shaping you? Lincoln's years of setbacks were not wasted. They forged resilience, humility, and vision. Without those long years, he would not have been prepared for the greatest test of his life. So too, Your delays are molding you into someone stronger than you realize. Patience is the hidden sculptor of your destiny. We live in an age of instant gratification. Everything is fast. Fast food, fast internet, fast rewards. But the human soul does not grow in microwaves. It grows in seasons. Franklin lived without the rush of modern life, and yet he built legacies that still inspire centuries later. He knew that true greatness could not be rushed. And you, too, must resist the temptation of speed and embrace the timeless rhythm of patience. Patience teaches humility. It reminds you that you are not in control of everything, that life unfolds on a timetable larger than your own. Lincoln once said, "I am a slow walker, but I never walk back." This is the essence of patience. Moving forward steadily, even if the pace is slow. Progress is not about speed, but direction. As long as you do not walk back, you are on your way. In business, in love, in health, patience is the difference between collapse and success. Franklin spent years working on inventions that did not succeed, but he never abandoned the process. Each failed experiment was fuel for the next attempt. That kind of patience is what creates innovation, wealth, and wisdom. Do not despise your slow seasons. They may be the foundation of your future breakthroughs. Lincoln's presidency tested his patience daily. Critics called him weak, unfit, and even foolish. But he did not respond with haste or anger. He waited, calculated, and trusted that the truth would prove itself. His patience was not silence. It was a quiet determination that allowed him to endure until the right time to act. You too must learn that not every insult or challenge deserves an immediate reaction. Patience will always protect your dignity. Think of patience as a shield. When life throws arrows of disappointment, your patience deflects them. Franklin used patience to endure ridicule when people doubted his ideas. He knew that the laughter of the present could never destroy the truth of the future. If you carry that same patience, you can stand unshaken no matter who doubts you now. Their disbelief cannot change your destiny. Patience is also courage in disguise. It takes courage to wait when everything in you screams to give up. Lincoln's courage was not only on the battlefield. It was in his ability to endure long seasons of uncertainty without surrendering hope. Patience gave him the strength to walk through the darkness until dawn arrived. And so must you, if you want your life to rise into light. In love, patience is the language of commitment. Franklin's wisdom reminds us that time reveals truth. A relationship built in haste may crumble, but one nurtured with patience can last a lifetime. Just as he patiently cultivated friendships and partnerships that advanced his work, you too can build bonds that withstand storms if you choose patience as your foundation. Patience makes you a student of life. Instead of rushing from moment to moment, you learn to listen, observe, and grow. Lincoln often listened more than he spoke, gathering wisdom from others before making decisions. That patience gave him insight that few leaders possessed. If you slow down and allow yourself to truly listen, life itself becomes your greatest teacher. Think about your own failures. Have they discouraged you, or have they trained you? Franklin believed every failure carried the seed of success if only you had the patience to search for it. Lincoln's defeats became his training ground. The difference between despair and destiny is often just patience. The one who waits and learns will always rise higher than the one who quits too soon. Patience also gives birth to gratitude. When you finally receive what you have been waiting for, your heart explodes with appreciation. If everything came instantly, nothing would feel precious. Franklin appreciated every discovery because he worked for it patiently. Lincoln cherished freedom because he endured years of struggle to achieve it. What you wait for becomes more valuable because patience carved meaning into it. Without patience, anger takes control. Without patience, fear becomes louder than faith. But when you choose patience, you take control of yourself. Franklin wrote that he who can have patience can have what he will. He was not exaggerating. Patience is not only a virtue, it is a weapon. It grants you the power to outlast challenges, to outwait opposition, and to outgrow limitations. In your daily life, patience can be as simple as holding your tongue when you want to lash out, as enduring as continuing your work when no one notices, as profound as trusting your journey when the destination is still unseen. Lincoln's patience in waiting for the right moment to speak, to act, to lead, gave him timeless influence. Your patience can do the same in your own sphere of life. Patience is not about standing still. It is about moving with wisdom. Franklin and Lincoln remind us that greatness is not measured by how quickly you rise, but by how deeply your roots grow while you wait. The oak tree does not grow in a day, but once it stands, it weathers centuries. With patience, your life too can become unshakable. Remember this truth. One word can change your life. That word is patience. Franklin used it to unlock discoveries. Lincoln used it to guide a nation. And you can use it to endure your trials, nurture your dreams, and build a future that time itself will honor. Do not rush. Do not despair. Walk in patience, and your life will rise in power. So today, as you leave this video, hold this word close to your heart. Patience. Let it remind you that delays are not defeats, that waiting is not weakness, and that your destiny is worth every moment of endurance. If Franklin and Lincoln could achieve greatness through patience, so can you. Embrace it, live it, and let patience become the anchor of your journey. And if this message spoke to you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and share it with someone who needs this reminder today. Together, we can spread wisdom, strength, and inspiration through the simple power of one word: patience.